Yo, what's up guys, it's Nintendo here, and today I'm going to be talking about a leak, or a potential leak that is, for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. That's right, I'm talking about a potential leak. I haven't talked about one of these since the Grinch leak last year. I don't usually talk about leaks, because we all saw how well that Grinch leak turned out. But yeah, I want to put my 2 cents in on this, even though nobody cares about my channel. I'm sorry. But yeah, I want to put my 2 cents in because it seems to be a pretty big topic right now. There's a lot of people against it, there's a lot of people for it, and I just want to put my thoughts out there, even if nobody cares. So, before I talk about the leak, I'm going to give you your warning right now. You can click off the video at this moment if you don't want to see the leaks, if you don't want to see any potential spoilers for upcoming content for the game. Now's your chance. Now's your chance to leave. Okay, I hope you're gone if you don't want to be spoiled, or potentially spoiled that is, because I'm about to put the picture on the screen and right about now. So as you can see, we have a potential leak for a Mallow Mii costume and a Cacodemon Mii costume and these are from Super Mario RPG and Doom respectively. Now, the thing is, there was not just a picture posted, there was a video posted. Maybe I'll post a video here too. I haven't had luck finding the video, but if I find it, I'll put it in here. And it shows these Mii costumes in action. Now, there are a lot of people pointing out how modding, all that, it's totally viable that someone could have modded these costumes in, and that's why these are fake. And again, I think that's a legit argument. Again, I'm not really totally sold on anything anymore because I was totally sold on the Grinch leak, and that turned out to be big time false despite all the evidence towards it. So I'm not going to be 100% convinced on this, but I do think I'm leaning towards legit. I'm leaning like 70% real on this. Like I'm kind of convinced, and the reason why is because I've been thinking about making a video about why I think Geno's likely to become DLC at some point for the game. I just never really got to it, and I may still do that, but I've been speculating that Geno is going to be a DLC character, not for this fighter pass, but potentially in a future fighter pass or the future DLC characters that come. And when I saw that a Mallow Mii costume was leaked and not a Geno Mii costume, if this is real, then it means Geno's coming to the game, which I think is going to happen. So here, let me give you a little bit of reason as to why I think I'm leaning towards real. I'm not 100% sold, but I am leaning towards it, and here's why. There's a few reasons why. One of the big ones is that there was a Mii costume leak. Let me see if I can pull that up so I can get the facts straight. Here we go. So there was a Mii costume leak before the what was it? The recent Nintendo Direct, the most recent one that happened that revealed Terry and all that. There was a Mii costume leak that predicted Goemon, Zero, Proto Man, and Rocket Grunt as Mii costumes that would be coming. However, there were also 3 other Mii costumes that were also predicted to be a part of this pass. Well, not the pass, but that would be coming to the game, and those were Mallow / Smithy and Chocobo. Now, I did think it was a little suspicious that Mallow and Smithy were grouped together while all the other characters were separated, even Zero and Proto Man. But I digress. This thing called Goemon and Rocket Grunt, as well as Zero and Proto Man, which it's not too shocking that they would come back, but it called freaking Goemon and Rocket Grunt, of all things. So it has me pretty convinced that a Mallow and Smithy and Chocobo Mii costumes, that one would be returning, has me convinced that those would be coming at some point. And that further supports my thoughts towards this leak being real. Another thing that I think backs up this leak is, here, let me pull up this comment I found. It was on GameXplain's recent discussion. I talked about a GameXplain on my last the Grinch leak video I did. I watched them. I don't always agree with their leaks, but I didn't agree with them because they thought the Grinch leak was fake, and it turns out to be fake, even though I disagreed with them. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, before I pull up that comment, another reason that this is may not be easy to mod. Like, modding is definitely a possibility here. I'm not denying that. But the thing is, all the modders in the Smash Ultimate community have made it clear that modding Mii costumes is next to impossible at the moment. Now, it's not to say that someone could have figured it out and modded these two in the game, but for something that's so apparently so hard to mod, and for a game that's so young in the modding community, it seems so strange that not only would they be the only people to figure it out, and they would find a way to make it crisp and fluid as it appears in the video. Again, it's a possibility. It could totally be modded if they figured it out, but I do think it's a little unreasonable. Let me see if I can find that comment here. There's a lot of good points that I thought it made. I'll put it on the screen, assuming I find it. I don't know why I backed out of that. Let's see. Here we go. I found it. So it talks about how the Mii costumes can't easily be replaced in the game via modding. The next point is it says the Cacodemon hat is not a simple model swap because there's no particular model for this version of the Cacodemon. So if it were faked, you'd have to create a completely new model for it. Again, not impossible. We said that about things pertaining to the Grinch leak and all that. So again, not impossible, but very unlikely and hard to do. Another thing he says is that mods tend to avoid changing UI pics, and if you don't know what UI pics are, those are stock icons. Those are the profile, not the profile pics, the character select pictures. The little pictures you see at the bottom of the screen showing the characters. Those are what UI pictures are. They're static images that don't directly affect the gameplay necessarily, but yeah. Apparently, well, I did a lot of Smash 4 modding, and it was difficult. A lot of mods didn't change those UIs. I think he's not giving enough credit. A lot of Smash 4 mods, at least the ones I downloaded, did change the UI pictures. But maybe in the Ultimate community, it's a lot harder to change the UI, so they don't do that. And apparently, it's especially hard for the Mii fighters since the UI images are generated to fit their equipment, and the other characters use static images. So, again, I don't know if I totally agree with that point, but it's definitely something to think about. In the video, here's another point. In the video, this is a really good evidence in my opinion. In the video that plays, the timer stays on 2 minutes and 30 seconds the whole time. While they're fighting, it stays on 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Again, this could be faked. I could see this being faked. It could be modded. Maybe they modded the timer to where it doesn't go down. I'm not denying that, but that usually, as this guy puts it, that usually suggests that this is the debug mode for the game. And if this is the debug mode, it's very difficult, as he says, or impossible to access. So, I think that's a good point. Again, it could have modded the timer. I'm not denying that, but... And then he mentions the leak I just said about the Mallow and Smithy and Chocobo costumes coming. Yeah, and he also says, like, there's a callback in this link that, back before Smash Ultimate came out, there was a leak that showed Ken in the game, before he was officially announced, and he was giving a thumbs up, to the screen, and that turned out to be real. And in this leak, the picture, that is, Ken is giving a thumbs up, so either it's a callback to try to convince people that it's real, despite it being fake, or it's the same guy leaking it, or they're just trying to mess with us and it is real and it's like, hey guys, look, I'm doing something cute here. I don't know. Yeah, and then he has his own little speculation there. But yeah, I think that comment really shows where I'm at with this right now. I am cautiously optimistic here. One thing I think does hurt this leak is, like, the Cacodemon, that I could see just being a hat. But the fact that Mallow's spirit, I mean, not spirit, Mii costume, the fact that the Mallow Mii costume isn't a Mii costume, it's just a Mii hat, there's no body costume for it, that I find a little suspicious. Geno got his own full-fledged costume and everything. Mallow has a very unique outfit as compared to other characters and other Mii costumes, so why only do a hat? Maybe it wasn't shown off in the video, but I feel like if you're trying to make a convincing Link, or you're at least trying to show off a convincing Link, you would put that in there as well. Instead, I think he's just using the Toad outfit, I think that is, and a Mallow hat. So that seems a little strange. And again, I think it could be modded. Maybe this guy's just really good at modding. He hasn't shared his secrets. I don't know. But yeah, if this is real, what does this entail? Well, it could entail absolutely nothing. It could just be these two cool Mii costumes are coming to the game, and it'll just be left at that. But it could mean something completely different. It could mean that we could have Doom stuff coming to the game, and we could have Geno coming to the game. Like, for example, Doom Guy could be the final character in the Fighter's Pass. He's been heavily speculated as that final character, and I could totally see him happening myself. Very popular choice. And Bethesda has said they've talked to Nintendo about getting characters in Smash Bros. Before. SNK said the exact same thing, and we got Terry. That's an SNK character, so I could see Doom Guy is a very likely character even without this leak, so this further supports that. And if it, another thing, if it's real, Geno could be coming to the game. Again, it's totally possible that if this does happen to be real, we may not get a Geno anything, we may not get any other Super Mario RPG stuff, or even the Geno Mii costume from Smash 4 could be coming back with Mallow. But the fact that that leak called Mallow and Smithy specifically and not Geno, and the fact that, oh, this is evidence I was going to use to support Geno coming to Smash Bros. In that video I talked about, I said I might make. If you recall, Nintendo took down only two tracks. They claimed 2 tracks from Super Mario RPG from music channels, and those are from Mario RPG. They claimed 2 Mario RPG tracks. And Nintendo, the last time Nintendo suspiciously did this was with Undertale's Megalovania. They claimed it, and we got Sans in the game. Well, as a Mii costume, but he got music. He got Megalovania music. And as we know, Super Mario RPG music, it's probably the ownership's probably a little shaky, but it's more than likely owned by, or the rights to it are owned by Square Enix. So if Nintendo's claiming those, the music, then it could lead to Geno being playable, or he's just a Mii costume and Mallow and Geno are each coming with a track, or Geno coming with both tracks. It could be one of those things. But yeah, I had another point I wanted to make. What was it? Oh yeah, here's what I think could happen. I feel like Cacodemon could be revealed to be coming with Doom Guy or Doom Slayer, or maybe just he'll be coming before Doom Slayer, and he'll be revealed alongside Doom Slayer. And Doom Slayer would be the last fighter in the DLC pass. The fighter pass, that is. And then Geno would be announced as either an extra bonus character that's not part of the fighter pass, or as part of a future fighter pass, as the first character of the future fighter pass. And I feel like it would be kind of cool if they bookended this fighter pass, because we got a bonus character before the fighter pass with Piranha Plant. And then if we bookended it with another bonus character who also happens to be a Mario character, that would be kind of poetic. I mean, I'm not saying that's evidence, but I'm just saying that would be kind of poetic. Yeah, again, I'm not 100% sold. I'm trying to be skeptical here. I'm trying to hype responsibly, but I do think that these two, not these 2 leaks, just one leak showing 2 Mii costumes could potentially be real. And I think if it is real, it could potentially be hinting at something greater. But yeah, that's about all I got. I haven't been making videos. I'm sorry about that. I've been very stressed out. I've been going through a lot of anxiety. and it's just I have not had the time to make videos. I've not been in an emotional or mental state to make videos. I will be back. I'm working on a video series right now. That will come eventually, but I need the time, and I need the right mental and emotional state to do that. So I thought I'd make this, kind of clear my mind and allow me to make a video that's relatively easy to make. So tell me what you guys think. Do you think this leak is real? Tell me why you think it's real. Do you want it to be real? Tell me why you don't think it's real. Put all those thoughts in the comments, and if it is real, do you think we're getting Geno? Do you think we're getting a Doom Guy? I'd love to hear what you guys all think. And of course, as usual, if you would like to see more of my videos, like this video and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care.